What's going on, everybody? JRPG enthusiast here, Shadow Elite, and I'm back again with another video. Alright, so Valkyria Azure Revolution, or rather just Valkyria Revolution, is coming out soon to Japan, and it's going to be coming out to the West. It's going to be available on both the PS4 and the Xbox One, and I believe it's going to also be on the Vita as well. I should be hyped for another Valkyria Chronicles game. Even though this is a spin-off or it's a follow-up game as they say it is, I should rather be excited because I love the Valkyria Chronicles franchise. Valkyria Chronicles 1, one of my favorite JRPGs of all time. Valkyria Chronicles 2, well, it kind of dropped the ball on that one and I never actually finished Valkyria Chronicles 2. Valkyria Chronicles 3 never actually saw a release outside the West, so a couple of years had to pass before its original Japanese release, and then we got a fan translation patch, and I played that for a good 80 something hours and I enjoyed the hell out of it. I loved it. I reviewed it, and I should be I cannot wait for the next Valkyria Chronicles game. Let's go, next Valkyria Chronicles game. Hype. I should be as hyped for this as I am hyped for Persona 5 nearly. Like seriously, that's how much I love this game. Valkyria Chronicles 1 at the very least was among probably my top 5. Definitely in top 10, but it was definitely in top 5 when I did my top 10 JRPGs of all time video. And that could have changed by then, but who knows if it's still in the top 5. I'm not even sure about that. But it's still to be said that this new game coming out, I should be relatively hyped. And the thing about it is, I'm really not. And the question is, Shadow, why are you not hyped for this game? Well, it seems like they changed it up a lot. They got a new battle system in there. It's no longer the turn-based strategic combat I loved from the last 3 games, because even though I didn't like Valkyria Chronicles 2 that much, the general Valkyria Chronicles gameplay and the battle system was still intact. And why I still didn't finish it, well, that's a question of its story along with its characters. But anyway, this game, Valkyria Revolution, just pretty much did a 360 or a 180 or whatever have you, and now it's an action-based game, and that is relatively disappointing. So that's already, for me, strike 1. And I'm not saying no strike 1, strike 2, y'all. I'm just saying that that dealt a blow to my hype level. So I look at more gameplay for it, and I'm saying that this game doesn't even look that good to play. It doesn't look that fun to play. And honestly, when it first came out, there was a battle demo 1 and everybody was, saying that the game wasn't, this is not what we wanted, we did not want an action-based game. We wanted instead the same Valkyria Chronicles. And then people were coming with the counter argument, this is a spin-off title, this is a follow-up title, this is not a Valkyria Chronicles sequel, this is not a Valkyria Chronicles game. And to that I say, why do you feel the need to change it anyway? Why did they feel the need to change it up so much when Valkyria Chronicles 3 was received well in Japan? I don't get it. It's like Grand Theft Auto 5 or the next Grand Theft Auto game coming out, and it's a linear game. It's not open world anymore, it's just linear. But it's not Grand Theft Auto, it's Grand Theft Auto, search for Spock or some shit like that. I don't know, so I just thought something off the top of my head. It still kind of hurts that this next big Grand Theft Auto game is not open world, so it's still in the same vein as to why this next Valkyria Chronicles game isn't really a strategy game. So that comes to me as the companies, the developers, the publishers, they want to change it up. And why they want to change it up is because they want to cater to a lot more people. Guys, the turn-based RPG is not dead. The thing about it, I believe, and maybe I'll say this for another video, is that it's not as popular anymore. I believe that's the reason why Final Fantasy 13 and Final Fantasy 15 went their separate routes with their battle system. It just doesn't sell to casual people. And again, it's probably a discussion for another video. And I look at it and I say Valkyria Chronicles 3 was good, it was received well. Why do you feel the need to go action based now with this series? Now I will admit, when I was playing Valkyria Chronicles 1 again for the umpteenth time, I think it was on Steam that I played it for the first time, it was a bit slow and it was a bit of a drag that I had to wait for the enemy's turn and then I had to take a turn myself, but it was still fun and it was exactly what this series was known for. But I think companies, they know that turn-based just doesn't do it anymore. and it just won't sell enough. So to make this viable as a game that's, you know, a couple of years old, a series that's a couple of years old now, to bring it back to the forefront. And of course, if you named it Valkyria Chronicles 4, people in the West are going to say, what happened to the other games? Where's the third game? There was the second game. You know, they know all about the first game, but it's not really all that known. Still really niche inside of a niche almost in the West. But of course, you know, you have news articles and websites reporting that it's one of the better JRPGs out there and stuff like that, when they don't even really care about it. But you know, that's again besides the point. So when I look at Valkyria Chronicles, or I keep saying that, Valkyria Revolution, I still see a game that's really a mess. And even for an action game, I can look at other action games and say, oh, that game's going to be fine, that game's going to be good. It's like I look at Nier Automata, whatever you want to call it. I look at it and I say, oh, that's going to look like it's going to be a really good action game. Or I look at Knights of Azure 2, that looks like a really sound action game. But when I look at Valkyria Revolution, I just see a mess. I see things that are just doesn't look like it could work or it could even be fun. I don't know who I was watching one time a while back. I don't know what event it was. I think it was an E3 event or something like that. And the guy he was trying to hype up Valkyria Revolution like it was good, like he wanted to say nothing but good things about it, but it was like he couldn't put his thoughts together because he couldn't put the battle system together, because the battle system seemed like it was all over the place. So now recently, Valkyria Revolution had a demo in Japan that anybody can download, so I went on the Japanese PSN and I downloaded it myself and I played it myself, and everything still holds true. I don't like the way it's playing. I don't like the fact that it went this action-based battle system. I can put that to the side, but as I play, it's just not fun. It doesn't seem, you know, as good as the other Valkyria Chronicles games. And maybe you're saying to yourself, or Shadow, you should judge this game based on its own merits, especially since it is a follow-up game. But I can't help but do that. I don't think anybody can help but do that. So my question to you guys is, should I be worried about Valkyria Revolution? Will it not be a good game? As I said in my JRPG lineup of 2017 video, when I was talking about this game, I was getting a slight Star Ocean 5 vibe from this game. It's mostly just the gameplay that just doesn't sit right with me, honestly. And then the graphics don't, I mean, sometimes the graphics look really good, and then when it gets to in-game, it looks like, you know, normal, I guess. It doesn't look all that great for a PS4 game. And then you should see the comparisons to the Vita. Oh my god, it's like playing on the lowest settings on Vita. I'm gonna get some dislikes and some people calling me a graphics whore for that. But honestly, graphics don't really kill me, don't really bother me that much. It's really more about the frame rate. If your frame rate is 60 frames but you look like shit, I can deal with it. But if you look like shit and your frame rate is going below 30 frames per second in this day and age in 2017, no, I am not accepting that. That's just why. So anyway, I don't want this video to go on too long. Let me know in the comment section what you guys think about Valkyria Revolution. Maybe you're hyped up for it. Maybe you played the other games in the Valkyria Chronicles franchise, and again, you're really hyped for it. Or maybe you see what I see and you see a game that looks like a mess and it's quite possibly going to be a bad game. I don't know. I plan to get it when it releases so I can play it fully and judge it for myself. But other than that, I'm not really all that hyped for this game. Anyway, that's it for this video. Hit that like button if you like this video. Subscribe if you're new to the channel. And guys, I will see you next time. Peace.